There we go. It's called the Magian Series. There are 2 books in the series by MJ McGriff.
Yes.
And this, here they are right now. Tell us, Anna, what do you want? Why do you want to talk about this series? What's awesome about it? How did it hook you? Regale the tales.
So this book was actually written by my sister, who is a book writer. She's been writing since before I was alive.
Oh wow.
We have a pretty big age gap, but either way, I look up to her. She is one of my role models. If I could be as successful as she has in life and also in like career-wise and stuff like that, I would be very happy.
Oh, that's nice.
But anyway, so this book is called so the series is called the Magian Series. There are 2 books so far. The 3rd book, I believe, is supposed to be coming out sometime this year. I don't remember the date. I probably should have asked her. I actually forgot to ask her. But the 3rd book is supposed to be coming out. You can either get a digital copy or you can get a hardcover or a softcover. I love hardcover books, so I have the 1st book hardcover. I have not gotten the 2nd book yet. But if the 2nd book is anything like the 1st book, it's super duper good. So I will actually just read you the summary on the back.
Ooh, we're getting a summary read. Nice.
Yes, it's a very nice summary. So I kind of want to get your reaction after just reading the first part, because the first part is hilarious.
Do it.
All right. An unlikely chosen one, her pirate captain ex-lover, and a nun. A prophecy that unleashes a fire-breathing sea serpent pouring its wrath on the Isles. A magical scepter with the power to destroy or save the world. So that's the very first part at the top of the story, of the summary, I mean. And I love it because I love that it starts with an unlikely chosen one, her pirate captain ex-lover, ooh, and a nun.
Yeah, and a nun, the kicker right there. Oh, that was good. I thought there was gonna be more. I was intrigued. I was like, keep going. I was like, oh, that's it? That's what I thought, actually.
No, there's more. There's more to the summary. I just wanted to read that first part because that first part always gave me a chuckle. But okay, so Samara is shipwrecked at sea. She can't seem to get anything right, especially her love life. Her former pirate captain, the famous Baz Blackwater, broke her heart and stranded her on an island of religious hypocrites. Samara wants nothing more than to escape to the freedom of the sea, so when her ex-lover shows up offering a chance at a magical treasure and secret revenge, she jumps at the chance. Serafina prays every day for her wayward twin sister to stop chasing the pirate life and find the peace she's discovered in her own quiet life at the convent. But Samara has nothing but contempt for her sister's beliefs and religious rituals. Yet, when Serafina uncovers an ancient prophecy revealing the horrifying curse of the treasure Samara and Baz seek, she must leave her convent, risking the wrath of her order, and search for the truth about Macario's scepter. In a world of friendship and betrayal, monsters and magic, seedy pubs and adventure on the high seas, will Samara's magical powers, Baz's cunning plans, and Serafina's unshakable faith be enough to slay a cursed sea serpent, destroying everything they love? And that is the summary of Macario's Scepter, which is book 1. And it's so good.
That's just book 1, Peel. That's awesome. I like how she focused on the characters.
Yes.
Instead of just the plot, because characters run a story. So that's awesome.
Yes. So the 3 main characters are Samara and Serafina, who are twins. And then there is Baz Blackwater, which, not to give anything away, but you hate him and then you love him. That was my interaction with Baz, is that I hated him, and then I loved him.
Indeed, Lotto, it is a great summary.
But yeah, so this book, my sister, I don't even know how long she spent to even have this book become like even a thing. I think it took like a couple of years.
Wow.
Of like just setting up her fan base. Like she has a lot more like short stories and things like that that you
Nice.
I believe you can get them for free on Amazon. If you look up NJ McGriff, like you can literally find like everything about her.
Look her up, folks.
But yeah, I have not read The Secret Library yet. I'm super excited to read it though. Because she also has merch.
Nice.
And she has a shirt. I should have looked all of this up beforehand, but I'm terrible at planning things sometimes. But she has a shirt that goes with the nun, that it's like a treasure hunting nun.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
And she has mugs. Like there's one that I really love that like it says that like I'm the chosen one.
Nice. I'm the chosen one having my morning coffee.
And like every time that I've gone to oh, I love that when you type in Macario Scepter, like that's like literally the first thing that pops up. I love it.
Nice. Perfect. She capitalized on the name. Well done.
But yeah, like it's a really good book if you love fantasy, adventure, if you love pirates, like it has so much like pirate immersion in it. She went all out. Like there were some terms in there that like I didn't even know were like things that like pirates would like talk about.
Oh shit. Nice.
That I'm just like, oh, that's a thing. Oh, okay, I get it now. And like there's some things that like she created for the actual world that you would think would be like an actual thing that pirates would have done like in our world, because of course we had pirates. I mean, we still do have pirates, but they're not like the
Arr.
Like yeah, they're not like those type of pirates, but we used to have those type of pirates.
I love it. You just want to say "arr" and we know what that means.
Exactly. But these are definitely not those type of pirates.
Sure.
There's also another character called Mari, and like if you want to like just think girl boss, and that's what Mari is. Because she, like, doesn't give two shits that the pirate life is a man's world. And she's just like, no, fuck you guys. I'm a better pirate than all of y'all put together. Like,
nice.
Like, she is, like, one of, but besides, like, Samara, I would say is, like, my favorite character. But Mari is definitely, like, neck and neck with Samara. Oh. Especially when I got towards the end of the book, that I was like, oh my god, Mari, yes.
Nice.
Like, yes. I'm trying to find her flippin' merchandise. I should have gotten all of this ahead of time, but I am very, very bad at planning stuff.
That's okay. It's part of the fun. And THATSME says, like fantasy adventure and pirate stuff. Exactly. Yar-har, fiddle-dee-dee. Exactly, Tusk. He gets it. Sorry, they get it. I never know. I say they. I don't know your gender, Tusk. My bad.
Let's see. So yeah. So basically, she writes fast-paced, young adult fantasy and sci-fi stories, where they feature strong women of color.
Nice.
Because one thing that my sister, because I mean, obviously you can tell from my model and also me in an IRL, that I am a woman of color, and so was my sister.
Yeah.
And one thing that she noticed, and I mean, it's something that I noticed also growing up, was that there aren't a lot of people of color in like fantasy books. And one of the things that she wanted was to write a story that would feature female women of color for my nieces, because she has 2 daughters.
Nice.
Who I love to death. And would totally take a bullet for.
Anna, a loving, wonderful aunt.
Yes, Thea. I'm a Thea because I'm yeah. They call me Thea because I was like Auntie. That's just gonna remind me of pretzels because Auntie Anna. That's too close. No, that's too close to Auntie Anne's, and no.
All right, so we're just gonna go with Thea.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, we're not gonna go with Auntie.
Anyway, she's putting in women of color because of the lack of diversity. Go on, and for her her daughters.
Yes. So basically something. So she basically wants to write about women looking to move forward after like lives throw them out of their comfort zones, and writing characters that you can really connect with. And I think one of the things that like I really connected with Samara is that like not knowing exactly where you belong in the world, so to speak. And I mean, even to this day, I'm still trying to figure that out. So it's nice. It's something that, you know, you don't have to be a person of color or a woman of color or anything like that to relate to the characters in her stories. But yeah. Oh, now I found it.
Nice.
So the shirt, it says pirates, monsters, magic, adventure, plus a treasure hunting nun.
Oh, I like that shirt. Yeah, that's a sign of a good writer, by the way. She says what she needs to say, but she makes it as relatable as possible for anybody.
Exactly. But also, you know, to promote that there are people who are to show that people of color can also be in fantasy books as well.
Oh yeah.
You don't really see that. Unfortunately. But my sister and a bunch of other people are gonna change that.
Yeah, and it's already begun. 2 books out and counting, and good books at that. And that does need to change. I can't say myself if I knew that, because I'm not an avid reader. My mother is. She would be able to attest to that and back you up on that, I'm sure.
Exactly, and she actually has a lot more followers than I thought she did. I found her Instagram, and I was going to, because that's like her main thing.
Okay.
And she has like over 1,000 followers. Like I didn't even know she had that many followers.
There you go, folks. Take a look. There you go. Anna's wonderful sister, changing things up the right way and making wonderful stories to tell. You got more to talk to us about this? Keep sharing it. Share it. I want to hear more. Or have you covered what you wanted to cover?
I mean, I could keep on talking.
Keep talking. That's what it's for. We're celebrating the shit out of this. Come on. It's good stuff.
So she also writes short stories. So she has one that's called The Griffin, which you actually can get that one for free. It's a short story that's in the same realm as the Macario Scepter and the Secret Library.
Cool.
Basically, it's still part of the Magian series. That one I read a long time ago. Don't ask me what it was about. I don't remember. I was going through a lot of stuff at that time, so I think I read it, and I liked it. I remember liking it. I don't remember it, though.
No, that happens.
Which, I feel bad about that, but at the same time, it's like, I was going through a lot of stuff. So there's that. I think she has her link tree set up on there as well, so like you can see a lot of, she's really into Marvel. Like our family is Team Marvel. Like we appreciate DC, however every Marvel movie we see it in theaters. Like it's a no-brainer. Sadly we haven't seen a Marvel movie in a while, because you know, like we don't live in the same area anymore. But yeah, she's an awesome person, and super funny. Like she has a lot of like reels and stuff like that on her Instagram.
Oh, cool.
That are hilarious. You'll see my nieces on there. Like
Aw.
she's a very, very awesome creative person. I mean, my whole family is just like bunch of creatives. I mean, she writes books. I do a lot of art and acting. My brother, who's Master Mecha, he does animation and video editing and stuff like that. So like we're a very, very, very artsy family.
Yeah, you're like a whole film crew, just the three of you.
Pretty much. Like I'm surprised that we haven't like all gotten together to like make something together.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Like my sister writes it, my brother animates it, I voice it. Like I don't know why we haven't
Exactly.
done that yet. But you know, it's but yeah, she's amazing. She's an amazing person. She's an amazing mom, an amazing sister. She's also kind of like my second mom because she kind of helped raise me, being that we had such a large age gap.
Yeah.
She was pretty much like my second mom. So she's I could rave about my sister all night. Like I really could. Oh, yeah, so on Amazon, you can actually read the first little bit of Macario's Scepter for free.
Yep, thank you for that, Lotto. Lotto mentioned that you can read the Macario Scepter.
I'm not sure if she has that for the secret library. But I said that I was going to get the hardcover book because I just, first of all, I'm not one of those people that like to read on a screen. I think the only thing I can read on a screen is like manga because it's pictures, so it's kind of like video. But when it comes to like reading books, it's like I want the physical book.
Yeah.
I'm part of the '90s crowd where we like physical books. Don't give me a Kindle. I don't want a Kindle. Give me a book.
give her the tangible, folks. The tangible, nice, solid book.
Exactly. But oh yeah, so the second book does have a sample. Yeah, I would expect that it would be super short, being that like she's been really promoting the heck out of the secret library.
Nice.
And I didn't see anything about when the third one's going to be coming out, but I do know that it's coming out this year. That much I know. I know she told me it was coming out this year. I just don't remember when.
Meanwhile, Tusk is talking about a great villain from the DC universe. Indeed. I did not know that.
Calendar Man?
I've heard of Calendar Man. I didn't realize that was his plan. That's pretty cool. I'll have to look into that. But, yes, Tusk is a DC fan.
What? Interesting.
Anyway, we're here talking about the Magian Series, Tusk. DC can wait. By the way, I do love DC.
I mean, listen, I love DC too. Just Marvel, though. I'm sorry, Marvel is superior. And that's okay, we're staying on topic. Like I said, my sister's a huge Marvel fan, and these books are written by my sister, so we're still on topic.
Yeah, that's not too far off topic. No, that's okay, Tusk. We don't need to talk about Marvel and DC. Come on, we'll just leave it right now. We're gonna talk about the Magic Series, and that's not what we do here. So let's just leave it at that. They're both awesome. Let's just keep it at that. They are both awesome series of comic books. That is undeniable. Yes. All right. So obviously you can go on and on about your sister. Why not? She sounds like an amazing individual, and she's doing great work. So and gotta love adventure. Tusk. We're done with Marvel now. Let's move on.
Yeah, Tusk. You have to tell Tusk at least like 3, 4, 10 times before it gets to their head.
Understood. Yes, Tusk. We are moving away from Marvel and DC. We are talking about Macario's Scepter, the Secret Library, the Magian Series. Yes. There you go. I've said it that time. All right, time to hydrate. First, let's hydrate real quick.
Okay.
Thank you, Tusk.
Oh, I actually needed that. I feel like I didn't realize I've been talking for so much.
Well, why not? It's your sister's books. And they deserve all the praise they're getting. It sounds... Actually, I do love the summary a lot. And the nun. That is a great kicker. And just the idea of adventure. And whatnot. And people of color in it. And just kicking ass. You gotta appreciate that shit.
And another thing that I really liked about my sister's books...
Yes.
Is that she has it... You know how, like, when you read a book, it will be in, like, one character's perspective?
Sure, yeah.
So, So in her book, it actually will switch between the perspectives of Samara, Serafina, and Baz, depending on like what scene is like important. Sometimes they'll overlap. Sometimes like part of the scene you'll see it from like Samara's point of view, and then the second half of the scene will be from Serafina's point of view. Basically to give you an idea of like a deeper idea of how like the characters think. It's still all in third person, but like it just focuses on like that character's feelings, what they're thinking, and what they're doing, as opposed to like just one character throughout the whole thing.
That's cool. So is it like 3 main characters, or it just cycles between them? Or because really the lead is, you said Samara? What's her name?
So Samara. So Samara is, of course, the chosen one.
Right.
And of course the captain is Baz, and then the
sister
nun is Serafina. But I mean, all 3 of them are technically the main characters.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
I would say that it mostly centers around Samara, only because she's the chosen one.
Yeah, the chosen one. Understood.
But I say that that Baz and Serafina are also main characters because the story would be absolutely nothing without them. Like, absolutely nothing without them. They are such important characters. So, like, it switches between them. I don't remember if it was in this one that there's one chapter that's in Mari, the kick-ass pirate, boss lady.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a chapter in her perspective,
cool.
From what I can remember. If not, I might be thinking of like an excerpt from the Secret Library. But and like I said, Mari is like the baddest bitch like ever. I fucking love her.
That's awesome.
She's such a smart ass. Like, this isn't actually in the book, but like it could be like Baz would just be like, hey, you know, we need to avoid that storm or whatever, and she'd just look at him and be like, no shit, Sherlock, like we don't want our ship to freaking get destroyed. like she's that type of smart.
Nice.
But like I said, she's amazing. Like, all of the characters, honestly, in this book are so freaking well written. I will say that there are some typos, and but you know, from what my sister has told me, she has sent it to the editor like a bajillion times, that like when I brought it to her attention, she was just kind of like, listen.
It's part of the biz. There are typos in every book.
Yeah, I had to remind myself of that because the Macario's Scepter is the first book I've read in a very long time.
Yeah.
Ever since I became a full-fledged adult living on my own, I haven't had time to read anything. So my sister's book was the first book I read in my true adulthood.
Woo! That's a good book to kick it off with.
Yes. So definitely recommend it. I'm pretty sure you can get a digital copy and a soft cover. I recommend the hardcover because just hardcovers are so much better and they're so much more durable. I am kind of mad because when I ordered my copy, they shoved my book, like it was in the packaging, but they shoved it into my mailbox, and my mailbox was small, and there's a dent on my book, and it makes me so mad. I was just like, I was this close to just returning it and telling them to send me another one.
Why didn't you? That's wrong.
Because when I ordered it, it took them like 2-3 weeks to send it to me, and I just wanted to read it. I was just like,
yeah, okay, yeah.
Like,
oh damn, I get it. Oh damn.
So, yeah, we need to talk to the mail people. What are they called?
The carriers. The mail carriers.
Really? I thought I was trying to go for mailmen.
Mailmen
and women.
Yeah.
Mailmen and women.
The mail folk.
Yes, the mail folk. We need to talk to the mail folk.
Yeah, okay? You're messing up the damn scepter, folks. Come on.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful cover. Look at that.
Oh yeah, like, oh my god, like when she showed me that cover art, I was just like, oh my god, it's so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
um and also she likes to like showcase the people who have helped like with her artwork, and
nice.
She actually asked me to help her with a promotional thing for the third book, but she hasn't gotten back to me about that yet, so I don't even know 100% what I'm even doing. I just know it involves singing apparently. But I don't know any more than that. She hasn't given me any more details.
That's right, folks. All you at least know that there is going to be a third book in the Magian series. In case you don't know, It's spelled like this. Magian. Like that. The Magian series. When she was telling me about this one, I was like, I got it messed up. I'm like, okay, Magian. Got it. Indeed, Lotto. It sounds very cool.
And also because this will be a trilogy,
it's the final book?
I do recommend. Yes, the third book will be the final book.
Oh, okay.
But I believe she said she was still going to be writing more stories in the same world, just with different characters. I believe.
Okay,
all
right.
Don't quote me on that.
All right. We'll just say at least it's possible, just as much as it's not possible. We'll put it in one of those categories.
Yes, but I am like 99% sure that the third book will be the final book. Because she was talking about having like, you know how like you can buy like all the Harry Potter books in like a pack and it comes out like cheaper than buying them individual.
Sure.
Like
bundle,
she was gonna do something like she was gonna do something like that. So
nice.
I'm assuming that this is the last one. And my dog is trying to dig holes in my carpet. Stop it, Kenny. Stop.
Co-host Kenny, we're talking about the book series. Come here, boy. Jeep's got a cigar for you. Go. All right, there you go.
He probably would eat it too.
Fetch! There I go. Get away from the carpet. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, now he's just staring out the window to find something to bark at.
Oh, good, it works. Kenny, people! Whoa!
Oh gosh. And Tusk sent a paragraph.
Yes, Tusk's paragraph. Laughed my ass off. Imagine writing a book and extendedly leaving the autocorrect on. I cried and cried and cried some more when I knew you fell down the stairs and died, and now I feels good, man. Lonely. Oh, what have I cried? Kenny likes alpacas from Dark Cloud. Oh. The game. Oh, that must be a stream reference. The Dark Cloud game you played.
And actually, Lottle made a clip of it.
Oh gosh!
Because in the game you're basically rebuilding different parts of the world, and in the first one you rebuild is the town that your character lives in, and you actually own a pet llama. And when I got the llama, I went to go see my llama, and the llama was like on the screen, and I was like talking about how like the hair or its fur or whatever you want to call it was covering his eyes, and then Kenny got up on the couch. His ears are like sticking up in his tail, and like I could hear the grumbles in his throat, and I'm just like, oh my god, is he gonna start? And he starts barking and attacking the TV, and I'm dying laughing. Like, it happens every time there's an animal on the screen, but I'm just like, this is the most pixelated looking animal I've ever seen. How do you even know it's an animal?
Kenny knows. It can smell it. He can smell it.
Oh my gosh. He can also smell criminals, because I watch a lot of like crime videos and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And like if they'll like show like the suspects, like pictures of the suspects,
sure,
he'll bark at one of the pictures, and that will end up being the person who did it.
Oh,
and I'm just like, yo, we need to just like put Kenny on the police force, because he knows how to pick out the murderers.
Detective Kenny on the case. I've been working this case for 17 years. The dog comes in and it's over in a night.
I'm just like, Kenny, you need to become a police dog. Start bringing some money into this household. You can buy your own stuffed tacos.
That'd be a great story. Folks, I think that's good. Good talk about the Magian series. What do you think, Anna? I think we talked this up really well. We really promoted the heck out of your sister. How you feeling?
Yeah. 1000%.
All right,
I
folks.
feel like if I talk about her anymore, she's gonna show up at my front door and tell me to shut up.
Folks, give a great round of applause for the Magian Series 4, but more importantly, for Anna's sister, MJ McGriff, everybody!
Woo!
Thank you for
Go
making...
read her book, or I will kill you.